Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889, in Braunau am Inn, a quaint Austrian town situated close to the German border. His early life was marked by a complicated relationship with his father, Alois, a customs official who had a domineering personality, and his mother, Clara, who was more nurturing. After Alois's death in 1903, Hitler became increasingly withdrawn, finding solace in art and literature, particularly admiring the works of Richard Wagner. Hitler moved to Vienna in 1907, where he aspired to become an artist. However, he faced rejection twice from the Academy of Fine Arts. Struggling to make a living, he lived in poverty and developed his political views during this time. The city was a melting pot of ethnicities, and he was influenced by the rising tide of nationalism and anti-Semitism that permeated Vienna's society. In 1913, Hitler relocated to Munich, Germany, to seek a new beginning. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 saw him enlist in the German army, where he served as a messenger on the Western Front. He was wounded on 2 occasions and was awarded the Iron Cross for his bravery. The war had a profound impact on him, fostering a sense of nationalism and a belief in the superiority of the German race. After Germany's defeat in 1918, Hitler returned to Munich and found himself amidst the political chaos of the Weimar Republic. The Treaty of Versailles, which imposed heavy reparations on Germany, fueled resentment and anger. Hitler joined the German Workers' Party, later renamed the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP, or the Nazi Party, in 1919. His exceptional oratory skills and charismatic personality rapidly elevated him to a leadership role. By the early 1920s, Hitler had established a core following and began to promote his ideology of Aryan supremacy, anti-Semitism, and anti-communism. The failed Beer Hall Putsch in 1923, an attempt to overthrow the Weimar government, led to his arrest and a brief prison sentence, during which he wrote Mein Kampf. In this book, Hitler outlined his vision for Germany, emphasizing the need for Lebensraum, living space for the German people, and detailing his hatred for Jews. Upon his release, Hitler shifted his strategy to one of legal political engagement. He leveraged the economic turmoil of the late 1920s and early 1930s, particularly the Great Depression, to gain support. The Nazi Party capitalized on public discontent, promising economic recovery, national rejuvenation, and the restoration of German pride. In the 1932 elections, the Nazis became the largest party in the Reichstag, Germany's parliament. In January 1933, Hitler was appointed chancellor. He quickly consolidated power, using the Reichstag fire as a pretext to push through the Reichstag fire decree, which suspended civil liberties and allowed for the arrest of political opponents. Once in power, Hitler established a totalitarian regime. The Enabling Act of March, 1933, allowed him to enact laws without parliamentary consent, effectively dismantling democracy. The Nazis targeted Jews, communists, socialists, and other groups, leading to widespread persecution. The Nuremberg Laws of 1935 codified racial discrimination, revoking Jews of their citizenship and fundamental rights. Hitler's aggressive foreign policy aimed to expand Germany's territory. He remilitarized the Rhineland in 1936, annexed Austria in 1938, and demanded the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia, which he received through the Munich Agreement. His expansionist ambitions culminated in the invasion of Poland on September 1st, 1939, prompting Britain and France to declare war on Germany and marking the beginning of World War II. As the war progressed, Hitler's military strategies initially brought success, leading to rapid victories in Western Europe. However, the invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941 marked a significant turning point. The harsh Russian winter, along with fierce Soviet resistance, stalled German advances. By 1943, the tide had turned against Hitler, particularly after the disastrous defeat at Stalingrad. Amid the military setbacks, the regime intensified its genocidal policies. The Holocaust, which aimed to exterminate the Jewish population of Europe, saw the establishment of concentration and extermination camps, leading to the deaths of 6 million Jews, along with millions of others deemed undesirable. He retreated into his bunker in Berlin, where he continued to make erratic military decisions despite the dire situation. He retreated into his bunker in Berlin, where he continued to make erratic military decisions despite the dire situation. On April 30th, 1945, with Soviet troops encircling the city, Hitler committed suicide alongside Eva Braun, whom he had married the day before. Following his death, Germany surrendered unconditionally on May 8, 1945. The Nuremberg trials, held in 1945 to 1946, sought justice for the atrocities committed during the regime, leading to the prosecution of many high-ranking Nazi officials. Hitler's legacy remains a chilling reminder of the consequences of totalitarianism, extreme nationalism, and hatred. His life and actions have been the subject of extensive study, serving as a warning of how power can corrupt and the dangers of unchecked ideologies. The world continues to grapple with the implications of his regime, striving to ensure that such horrors are never repeated.